John and Character presents Dorktales Storytelling with a geekish twist.
Redge's Spring Awakening by Amy Thompson. Good day, Jonathan. Oh, hi, Reg. What are all these decorations for? And all these people? Is it my birthday? Is this a surprise party? Oh, for little old me? Oh, you shouldn't have. I didn't. Not exactly, Reg. My birthday isn't even happening for a few months. Oh, is that the surprise? That we're celebrating my birthday 2 months early? Oh, you're clever indeed. I never would have expected it. Oh, actually, Reg, it's the vernal equinox, and I thought it would be fun to throw a little party. Remember, I gave you your invitation weeks ago? Oh, right. Yes, happy vernal equinox. Let me help you with that. Oh, maybe don't try to help me inflate these balloons. I have a feeling hedgehogs and balloons don't mix well. Oh, is that what these are? Well, I will set up the punch bowl then. Excellent. Jonathan? Yes, Reg? Might I ask? Yes? What exactly is a vernal equinox? Oh, well, you know how the Earth spins as it rotates around the sun? Well, the vernal equinox, in the northern hemisphere, is the point in the year when the sun is directly above the equator, and day and night are of equal length. I'm not quite sure I comprehend you, mate. Okay, so you know how you can play outside later in the summer? Because the sun remains in the sky much longer than in wintertime? Well, the vernal equinox is when it's daylight for the same amount of time that it's dark. It's the beginning of spring. Oh, that seems properly balanced. Yep, and it's why we're celebrating today. Winter is officially over, and the renewal of spring is here. I suppose that's an acceptable reason to host a soiree. Is this the guest list, Jonathan? That's right, Reg. Look, I hate to burst your bubble. Or pop my balloons. Now where did I put my confetti? Oh yes, that's a good one, mate, for a dad joke. But I'm trying to be serious here. We may have an issue with the guest list. An issue? What kind of issue? I've got plenty of characters coming to the party. Yes, but take a closer gander at your guests, my boy. Only the villains from your stories have RSVPed. What, you don't like those characters? No, it's not that I don't enjoy them, but you'd think, well, all of the story characters would be at this particular celebration. Well, some must have been busy. I'm just grateful for the ones who did show up. I wouldn't want to take any group pics with this lot, though. Oh, Reg, I think you're being a little harsh on our friends here. All of these guests have something they can show you. Oh, maybe that should be your vernal equinox pledge. My what? Oh, you must have missed that part on the invitation. There were specific instructions to be ready to share your vernal equinox pledge. The time of spring renewal is perfect for refreshing our dreams, our commitments, and the promises we made to ourselves. Ooh, like a New Year's resolution? Exactly. But I'm so bad at making up these things on the spot. Oh, I remember. Like the time you said you'd save a bit of money from each paycheck and ended up burying all of my money somewhere. Yes, and now you can't remember where I buried it. Yes, I know. I'll get it back one day. Just have to find the park with a rock 10 paces from the tree. Wait, you don't even remember what park you buried it in? Don't worry, I set up a system. The rock 10 paces from the tree, yeah, I heard. Only 150 parks in a 5-mile radius from my home. Shouldn't take too long to find it. Yeah, just a few years. Hey, Reg, you can make a vernal equinox pledge to find all the money you've buried. Oh, that's a snore. Just like this party. Ouch. Don't be so closed off, buddy. Just talk to some of our guests here about the lessons they learned from their stories. I bet it will lead you to a pledge of your own. Oh, all right. I can't say no to you. I'll take you up on that bet and go speak with that small angry gnome in the corner. What's his name again? Rumpelstiltskin. Don't forget that... Right! Rump! How could I have possibly forgotten my good friend Rump? Old Stiltskin. Happy Spring's Awakening. Rump. Buttocks. Old Stiltskin. Oh. Hello there, dearie. Why is he looking at me like that? Oh, don't worry, Reg. He gives that look to everyone. Yes, it's said that my stare is unusually sinister. Okay. Anyways, I don't mean to pry, but Jonathan and I made a bet that I could find the perfect vernal equinox pledge for myself by talking to you. He said you might be able to give me some advice. A wager! This is my kind of party. Whew, wow. You weren't kidding about the sinister. I can't just turn me off. So, what did you learn in your story? Ooh, that's a tough one. I took away so much. Not a baby prince, though. Yes, fortunately. Oh, of course. I'm working on my impulse control with a licensed professional. And that's your resolution? No, that's old news. Today, my pledge is to be more honest. Oh, really? Yes. I've learned how to tell what's gold and what's straw, if you will. Oh, I will. Honesty's the best policy, dearie, he says with a sinister grin. Jonathan, you don't need to narrate our party. Oh, sorry, I felt the need to. Felt the impulse? I have a good guy to recommend. Oh, no. Just cluing in the listeners. Reg, should your pledge be about honesty? Well, frankly, I think I'm already quite honest. Yeah, you are very blunt. Or should you say, pointed? Good one. Thanks for your help, Rumpelstiltskin. It was, honestly, my pleasure. Now, if you'll excuse me... He just took that whole tray of cupcakes and poofed away. Well, can't say I blame him. They are excellent cupcakes. Well, that was interesting. A good listen from good old Rump. Rump. Buttocks. Oh, Reg, please don't start that again. Oh, look! The witch from Hansel and Gretel is messing with the stereo. Let's see what she's up to. All right. Can't hurt, I hope. Oh, hey there, Ms. Ms. Witch? Maybe you can take a break from DJing and share some of the lessons you learned in your story.
You mean my embarrassing failure? No way. Nuh-uh. Not talking.
Oh, well, you see, Jonathan, should have made sure less villainous guests attend this party.
It's true. I am deliciously devilish in my story.
Redge, you must have forgotten. In my retelling of this story, there was strudel. I'm so hungry. Can't believe Rump took all the cupcakes. No, silly hedgehog. At the end of my story, the witch was also Hansel and Gretel's stepmother, and
I had to be in control.
well, it was a tad worse than that, but yes, you really needed to control everything, too.
Well, I want to be in charge. And I want only me in charge. Like telling this story right now.
Sounds like you didn't learn your lesson. As the resident storyteller, I do know how to tell a fair story. Perhaps we can collaborate? Also, if you wouldn't mind, maybe you can leave my mixtape alone? All of this flipping around is giving me a headache.
Oh, maybe. I get carried away sometimes.
Yes, we noticed.
Besides ruining families and eating children, which I admit was not the right thing to do.
I'll say.
Maybe being stubborn and trying to control everything in my life is not always the best path.
Wow. I never thought you could manage to be so profound.
Well, I have great depth beneath my snaggletooth and warts. For you, I'll say, don't let your own stubbornness get in the way of making a pledge that matters.
Oh, hear that, Reg? I hear her. Thanks, witch. Good luck with the
Gardening.
I garden now. Yes, may your garden grow. Cheers.
Oh, I love this song, yes.
Look, Jonathan, lessons learned by the villains are well and good, but I keep looking around the party for a hero to speak with, and there simply are none. Shame. Don't give up yet, Reg. I spy a party guest by the tea and honey who can give you some truth. My goodness! It's the big bad wolf! Infamous malefactor of not one, but two of your tales. It is indeed. But I think you'll find he's done a lot of personal reflection and journaling since his stories. Maybe since Granny took him down with her tranquilizer darts, but I find it hard to believe he learned anything from his encounter with the three little hedgehogs. Well, let's ask him. Hello there, Mr. Wolf?
Please. My father is Mr. Wolf. Call me Big Bad.
Oh, wow, Big Bad. You seem very, put together. Yes, last time we saw you, you were out of sorts, to say the least.
Well, I was upset I hadn't tricked the three little pigs.
Hedgehogs!
Hedgehogs. And instead of working through my feelings, I ran off to try and trick a little girl in a Red Riding Hood. It made me feel so ashamed. So, I decided to take some time to myself to work through all of those complicated emotions.
Truly?
Cross my heart and... your house down.
See, even the big bad wolf can change, Reg. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. How did you manage that remarkable transformation, Big Bad?
Well, I got really into yoga and breathing exercises. Meditation and such. I huffed and I puffed and I recognized the light in myself and in others.
Ah, yes. And, did you come to any wisdom or resolution? Ah, I see what you're getting at. Do you have any advice from the lessons you learned?
I learned so much from both my stories. From the correct building material to use for my home, to the orthopedic slippers I now scuffle around in. I'm a completely transformed wolf. I still howl at the moon, but I haven't thought about eating another creature once. In fact, I'm really craving a veggie burger right now.
I'm not truly seeking a vernal equinox resolution about changing my eating habits.
I learned a few lessons. The most significant one was to embrace who I truly am. No more following the pack. Just live my life as me. No tricks, gimmicks, or disguises.
For once, I'm speechless. No witty retort or play on words? No, thank you. You've been saying no a lot this evening. Yes, and for that I apologize. I've learned a lot tonight, and I owe it to you, Jonathan. Thank you for teaching me not to judge a villain by their story. And thank you, Rumpelstiltskin, Ms. Witch, and Big Bad, for sharing your advice with me. Delighted to spin you some golden truth.
I am always free to chat over strudel.
Happy to blow you away, my friend.
Oh, so it's almost midnight. Are you ready to make your pledge, Reg? I am indeed. Well, what is it?
What is your pledge?
Tell us.
Choose wisely, dearie. Today, on this most glorious day of the vernal equinox, as we snack on cupcakes, listen to tunes and good stories, and make quite a few new friends, I do hereby pledge to listen more closely to others, especially my favorite narrator and good friend, Jonathan Cornelius Patrick Murphy. Aww. And thank you for a wonderful party. I'll help you clean up. Somebody, bring me those balloons to pop. Oh, Reg.
This has been a John and Character production. Today's story was written by Amy Thompson and performed by Jonathan Cormer. Sound recording and production by Jermaine Hamilton at Studio Circle Recordings. For more information about this episode, go to johnandcharacter.com.